when y'all talk about your chili and cinnamon rolls. Okay, that is weird. I just envision, I don't know. Like, do you dip the cinnamon rolls in chili, or is it two separate things?
I dip mine in my chili.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Okay, so anyways, everybody has weird things. I eat mustard on my breakfast sausage because that's a Tennessee thing. I was born in Tennessee, and everybody in Texas thinks I'm weird for that. But my whole family does it now. So anyways, but I was saying, okay, so now I've got to come, and the next time I come, somebody has to make me chili and cinnamon rolls. But anyways. So I'm so excited, and I'm so excited that y'all had a snow day so I could see so many of you. How fun is that? So I just wanted to kind of talk about a few things that I have been noticing, not necessarily in y'all's teams by any means, but across the board. If you know, I looked the other day, Team Anderson has over 28,000 team members on it now. That is mind-blowing. In less than 3 years, we have added that many. We've added more because that's not, you know, all of the ones that have dropped off, but we've added that many people. That means, think about how many lives have been changed because of that. That's a lot of lives. I mean, looking right here, just seeing y'all, like in this group, y'all, there's a lot of lives that have been changed in so many ways because of Plexus. And so one thing that I really want to talk about is just always keeping your belief. If you are new to Plexus and you don't have the full belief that some of us have, that's okay. Guess what? I didn't have the belief when I started Plexus either. I did not think the products were going to work for me, even though I saw many of my friends use them and have success. And I did not want this business whatsoever. When I did start sharing, which I swore I never would do, and I did pretty quickly, I leaned on the belief of my friends. I leaned on the belief of Celeste and Ariel and some other friends from MCA who'd been taking the products because I knew that it worked for them. I still didn't believe it was going to work for me, but I leaned on that belief from them, and I started building my business way before I had results. So as you're signing new team members, I want you to remember that and encourage them. They might not have their full belief yet, but they can lean and rely on the beliefs of all of us and go ahead and start working their business and start sharing. I did a Zoom last night for some ambassadors in Oklahoma. And I said, you know what, if it means you have to go to my page every single day and copy my post every single day and put it on your page, do it. I don't mind. But believe in it. Even if you're not quite there, lean on the belief of all these people. But so don't wait to start because I think it's huge. Another thing that I noticed, in talking with the belief still, is when things get rough, people start getting negative. And I had a phone call this morning, and I'm like, okay, here's the deal. We have to overcome it. Yes, I know the past 3 months have been very trying. Believe me, somebody told me one day, well, this doesn't affect you because you're a diamond. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. I mean, you know, working hour upon hour, it doesn't affect me. But that's okay. But I challenge people to write their why down. You can you can put it on a sticky note, but put it on the mirror to your bathroom. So when you're having a rough day or when you're having, you know, a down day, I want you to go look at that why and remember what that belief is. Yeah, because some of you, we have a lot of background noise. I don't know who it is. But just when the times get tough, don't forget your why. Don't forget how great Plexus is. I'm going to say, let's all just talk on some things like this week. Shipping, y'all, I ordered on Monday, like at late morning, and my order had already shipped early afternoon. That has not happened in 2 months, 3 months. That's the first time it's happened. I've had to wait on mine too. So I really believe that things are definitely getting better. We will be stronger because of this. But if we get negative, it all sits down. I just sat here and dwelled on it and kept saying, oh my gosh, this is awful. My whole team would start being like that. And so we have to look at the positive. Yes, we have frustrating days. Believe me, I have frustrating days too. When you have a really bad day, sometimes it's just a day to take a knee and walk away from it all. It's okay to do that and say, okay, I'm going to start fresh tomorrow. I'm going to get a good night's sleep and not think about it. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to just, you know, make my day happy, however you need to do that, and start fresh. I mean, it's okay to do that. Everybody has a bad day, right? But don't ever lose your belief in Plexus and what it's done for us in the company, our leadership. Our leadership is absolutely amazing, y'all. I mean, I know that many of y'all haven't talked to them in depth, but absolutely amazing. And I want to tell you that they honor their ambassadors, and they, I mean, when we were at corporate last week seeing the new office, I'm sure some of y'all have seen this video, but we literally, the Diamonds had their own ribbon cutting. And so we get off this bus and they have a red carpet rolled out for us, literally a red carpet rolled out for us. And so we walk in, and every employee, except for customer service, because they didn't take customer service off, was standing there clapping for us. And so many of the employees will say, "Thank you for doing what you do because it provides food for my family." That is the mindset at corporate. Is that the ambassadors out in the field are what make up this business. Now, I'm telling you that those people are absolutely amazing, and they make up the business. I mean, but it's one plexus, and that's what, Charles got up, he's like, we are one plexus, from out there to in here to everything. And guys, I truly believe it. We are working for an amazing company. It is nothing but going up. I mean, just look at what's happened. I mean, just in the past few weeks, all of the new looks that we've gotten for the new product, the bottles, the packaging, the new welcome pack. All these things are brand new. I mean, I can't imagine if what we had now, we had 3 years ago, and how much, it's amazing. They are doing things every day. So yes, we've had a rough 3 months, but we got to step over that hurdle and keep our spirits high and remember why we Plexus, and believe that Plexus is amazing and that they are doing everything in their power to make it better. And it's going to be a huge 2016. Our team, I haven't even had a chance to write it all down, but our team PV for the month of January was up over $300,000. Guys, think about that. Think about what a package of Slim costs. A package of Slim costs $79.95. We were up over $300,000. Team Anderson sold over $3 million in Plexus products. It's crazy. Think about how many lives are being changed, and that's because of you. That's because of every single ambassador going out and sharing why we love Plexus and having a positive attitude and believing that Plexus works. I believe that everybody in the world can benefit from one of the Plexus products. I truly believe that. Somebody told me the other day that doesn't know me real well. She said, you have this passion about what you do. And I'm like, you're right, I do. And thank you for acknowledging that, because I am proud to be a Plexus ambassador. And we don't need to lose sight of that ever. We need to stay positive and stay focused on growing, and it will grow. Another thing I just wanted to talk about today is verbal communication with our teams. I know so many times it's so easy to get stuck behind our computer and, messaging, and just depending on Facebook, and for events, depending on the event page. Guys, I'm here to tell you, I'm doing a huge event in New Mexico this weekend, and I'm on the event page. I have not seen, I've seen one thing posted, and it's been on there forever. People are not seeing what's on Facebook. We cannot depend on people to see our Facebook posts. We cannot depend on our team to be training. Yes, we need them, and yes, they are super beneficial and super helpful, but we got to get from behind the computer. We've got to reach out. We've got to do lunches. We have to talk on the phone. We have to do these. So somebody asked, well, how do you do that? Well, I'll tell you so far what my week has looked like. Sunday night, I did a Zoom for a team. Monday, I did work stuff. Monday afternoon, I trained a new level one-on-one at my house for a couple hours. Yesterday, I worked all morning talking with people on the phone, and then last night I did another Zoom. Today I have this, and then right after this, I'm going to do a training for another new level one. I'm getting out there, I'm getting off my computer, and I am talking to them one-on-one. I am thinking, if you have to do something through Facebook, send it via voice message rather than typing. Your voice, people hear your passion and your belief and your everything through your voice rather than typing something. So many times people will type something and I'll think it's just straight to the point, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, are they mad at me? Because I don't know how they're saying it. They just make a comment, and I'm like, well, was that rude, or was that whatever? But it's not. It's just that you don't know. So when they hear it in your voice, they believe you so much more. So instead of, so let's say we're asking for a referral. Instead of messaging that referral, hit the microphone button on your Facebook message if you can't call them, and talk to them. Leave them a voice message. People like hearing from you. And I really think that this day and age, we've lost that that part of our life, and it's terrible. Like, I love talking to my friends and sitting at lunch. And so, yes, we use the computer as an amazing tool, and Facebook is an amazing tool, but we've got to stop depending on it. I mean, team training, especially when you sign a level 1, you need to get with them. If they're far away, you get on a Zoom like this. Last night, I did it with 4 people in Oklahoma. You get on a Zoom like this and talk back and forth. It's so easy, but it's so much better than just texting, because stuff gets lost. So, yes, I want people to use my team page. Yes, there's tons of information on there. Yes, I want you to be active on my team page. Absolutely. But you have to get off of that and go out and do. And again, whether it be if they're far away, get on here. I mean, I talk to people. If there's levels down that are missing, links where people have quit or they're not doing what they should be doing, you jump on it. I mean, there are level 8s that I talk to weekly, sometimes daily. There's levels 4 and 5s that I talk to on a daily basis. Level 2s, all kinds of levels, because I want to help them. So you need to look through your reports and see, because that could be the missing link to your team. That could be the rock star. Your rock star could be a level 4. But if they don't have any support from their 2s and 3s in between you, you need to take over that. And so you need to always be watching your reports and message out. Sometimes people just want to hear from you. It could change their whole thing, because you know what? Plexus makes you a family, right? I mean, absolutely. Like, when somebody joins my team, there are people I have become so close to you. Y'all, like, I would have never met y'all, right? And y'all have become some of my closest friends. I mean, y'all are my girls. I tell everybody, Nebraska is my place. And so I don't think I could live there, but I love to come to see y'all. And y'all do. The first time I came to y'all, I fell in love with y'all. You know me, after we both was at convention and all of that. But just make those relationships, because people want to be a part of something where they're loved and where they're appreciated and where they're in contact with. And some people, y'all, like, I have a level 1. She needed this. She needed this family. She may not ever be a super rock star salesperson. She may not ever, she's silver right now, but she is a part of our family. And she knows that. And she knows that we're here for her and we talk to her. And so sometimes it is. People need Plexus for so many things. Yes, people need Plexus for their health. 1,000,000%, everyone. Yes, many people need Plexus for their finances. Absolutely. But I think so many people need Plexus for the family, for the encouragement, and for the friendships. I do. So in saying all that, step away from your computer, get on there, do what you need to do, and then move on for the day. And plan it. Make a goal. Say, I'm going to talk to an ambassador every single day. It can be 5 minutes. It can be on your way to work. It can be whatever. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and this is just always learning. There are so many YouTubes. There are so many calls. I mean, we have the Destination Diamond call every week. We've been doing team calls every week from leaders. This team has about 28. I think we're at 28 jewels and I think 8 diamonds. And so every week, one of them is doing a call for us. I have it scheduled from now until the end of May. And we can learn from so much. Guys, I listen to all these calls. Like yesterday, I think I listened to 3 different things, because we always need to be learning. And use those resources. Listen to YouTube. Some of them literally are 3 or 4 minutes. But it's short, to the point, and you can learn so much from it. But never stop learning. Never. I mean, I know we are all so busy. Believe me, so busy. In fact, I have a call with Celeste about time management later today, because I'm struggling with that. But when I'm doing something else, one day I was in the shower and I just hit play on my phone, and while I was taking a shower, I listened to one. Work it into the crevices of your day. You will be so glad you did. You have to grow. So anyways, that's all I have. If y'all want to ask questions, that's great too. But that's what I have for today.
Beth, that's perfect. And I'm sitting there wanting to yell amen, because everything that you're saying is just touches deep in my heart. I love it so much. And talking about everyone needs Plexus in more ways than one, and we don't know maybe the lives that are being touched through what we're doing. I kind of look at it as a ministry, for me personally. And when I started Plexus, I was searching for something so much more than health and wellness, and I found it through these products, but I also found these wonderful, amazing relationships. And that's where we're really going right now on our team. And I love this because if any of you saw our video that Kim Watson's son created for us at our training, You Had Me at Plexus When. That was powerful. And, you know, we're going to be doing that again soon. But the reason we wanted to do that video is because everyone is in this company for a different reason. And so hearing people say, you had me at Plexus when, and maybe we'll do that here shortly. You guys can tell us what you had me at Plexus when. I want to hear why you're here. You know, the reason we're here is all different. And the reason we're here can touch somebody's life somewhere, you know. And I know so many people that have joined our team that have received so many different blessings that were unexpected. You know, yes, they need the products, like you said, 100%. Yes, they need the health and wellness, but they've received so much more. And that's kind of where I see our team going into the future, is building that camaraderie and building that sense of family amongst our team. And I think that that's contagious. If we can build a team of women and men and leaders, people want to be a part of that. And that's where I want to go with this team. I want to do these team calls weekly because I love personal contact. And I agree with you. Get off of Facebook, get off the computer, put a face and a voice behind that name. And so, you know, send a voice message or call somebody instead of sending them an email or sending them a text message. That's powerful. People want to talk to you. And so I agree with that so much. I voice message most of the time because I think you're right. I think that if we send it in a text message, we don't know how that's going to come across. You know, so hearing somebody's voice is powerful. Anybody else have any questions for Beth right now about anything that she said? Or do you want to add anything? Maybe not a question, you want to add something to that. And if you don't know what the voice messaging is, feel free to ask, because I had lots of people that didn't know what that was. And if you've got a smartphone.
You're breaking up, Jen.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. It might be my internet too. Okay. I'm going to blame it on the snow. Okay. If you guys don't know what voice messaging is, if you have a smartphone, and you go to Facebook and you look, if you have Messenger on your phone, it looks like this. Do you guys see that red dot? And there's a microphone right there. I messaged Lori Harrison this morning. That's why it looks like that. But you just hit record and you get 50, is it 59 seconds? Something like that.
I think so.
You get 59 seconds to put in a voice message. And most of us talk way longer than that. So you just have to restart after you've talked after that 59 seconds. Anyone know how to use voice text on an Android? Does anybody have an Android smartphone that uses voice text?
I think if it's on Facebook, though, it doesn't matter what phone it is, right?
I think so too, because it's the Messenger app.
Right. Download the Messenger app if you don't have it. Now, there is a way to text too, like on your phone. I don't even know that. But the Android, I don't do that. But on your phone, you can voice message too, like to text people. I do that. You know what's funny though? What I find is that when I'm doing that to non-Plexus people, they're like, "Oh my gosh, how did you do that?"
I know.
Like we talk about it in Plexus all the time. Everybody knows because it's so much easier too. I think to hit that button and start talking. But they're like, "Oh my gosh, how are you doing that?"
Yeah, and that's on your phone too. There's a little microphone jobby right there. But mine's an iPhone. I don't know what Android users use. That they may be different.
Carol asked, "Are we getting new customer service members?" They are adding them all the time. Let me tell you what the process is. In fact, when we were there, I knew this process before because Marion had talked to us about it. But when we were there, was it 2 weeks ago? Was there? The times are going by. But there was actually a training class going through at that point. But they start with so many in a class. And I mean, I think the class, I want to say the class is 2 weeks maybe. And I mean, say they start with 20, by the end of it, they end with like 7, because some people are just, they want quality people. And so like, I remember them saying one time, like one of the guys was like hitting on every girl there, and they're like, this is not going to work. So they are always getting new customer service people. It's just a process, because they have to go through this class to get them trained, and that weans down a lot of them. And so, but like, I know when I was there 2 weeks ago, they were finishing up a class, and so those people started. But I know that there's still a wait on to like 30 minutes, so at least we're going in the right direction. I have a picture of what the ambassador relations area looks like, and it is huge. Y'all be floored how many desks are there. And so, yes, in the new building, there's room for growth for everything, but they are working on adding new. It's just a process that they have to go through. And we don't want people that aren't going to know what they're doing and be professional about it to be on our customer service line. So we're thankful that they do take it seriously and not just throw somebody in there. But it takes 2 weeks to train the people. And think you have to learn things in 2 weeks, like everything Plexes. That's a lot. Like, I don't know everything Plexes. And I've been doing it for almost 3 years. And so, yes, they are adding. They keep adding. So things are getting better with customer service.
There's another question of, if somebody hasn't received their product, a new preferred customer hasn't received their product since January 14th. Okay, we don't always know if somebody hasn't received their product. So if you have somebody that hasn't received product in the last 2 weeks, yes, definitely call customer service. If they've been on hold too long, or maybe they're unhappy about being on hold, or maybe they haven't gotten anywhere with that order, or you haven't gotten anywhere with that order, let your upline know, your direct upline, your dual upline, whether it's Kim or me. We will call for you. We will check on that and see if a label has been created. We'll see if there's any movement on that order. And we need to check on those. If they're 2 weeks out, definitely for sure, we need to check on those. I know they are getting less and less. I don't get as many phone calls or messages daily about those orders, but we do still have a few out there. So please let us know. We want to keep everybody on the same page, and we want to keep everyone happy, and preferred customers and ambassadors. So we
truly don't know, where we are, I don't even know where my level ones. I don't see any of the customer information. So we truly don't know when people get things at all. So if it is, if it's a couple of days, we have to think too. For sure. The post office is backed up too. Last week there was a huge storm in the east. This week there's a storm with y'all. So that will back the post office some up too. But if it is going on week 2, for sure, let your closest jewel know so they can call in for sure. That's
when I've called on some of those that have been a couple weeks, and maybe there is no movement, a label's been created, but there's no movement. If we call again and there's documentation that one of you have called, or maybe one of you have sent an email, that's great that they have that documentation, and they can escalate that for us. So a lot of times if we call for you and you've already contacted them once before, they're going to escalate that for us, and we're going to get it moving quicker. I don't know what happens in the process of the time of the label being created and maybe it getting lost sometimes. I'm not sure why that still is happening. I know they're working on it. I talked to Justin in customer service yesterday. I seem to get him almost every time. So we've kind of created this camaraderie between each other, and he's great. And so just keep us posted if you guys are still having those problems. And
somebody did just post about, if you call customer service, they will add, if you call them. Now, I would not recommend this for all your customers calling them, because they're going to get frustrated and think we're crazy if the customer service line is long. So I do not recommend that. But if it is something or somebody that does need it, you can call for them and call, and they will add the email to send you an email at every stage of movement. And so, but here's the deal, and I'm just going to be real straight up honest. People say it doesn't happen to us. My December order and my January order, I always order on the 1st. It took almost 3 weeks for me to get both of those orders. I ordered on February 1st, at 11 o'clock and it's shipped probably by 2 o'clock. So, I mean, my label got stuck and it didn't this month. So I'm hoping that is huge, that over that.
And also,
I'd like to add to this too. Follow up if you have a new ambassador, if you have a new customer, be watching those orders. Get in your back office and watch for those. See if it's sitting on entered, there's a problem. See if is a tracking number yet. If it's been 5 days and there's no tracking number, go ahead and call. Yes, we will call for you. If you have time to call, definitely call. That helps out too. And it's good practice for you. It's good customer service for you to do that too. But I know many of us are working and the wait times are long. So absolutely call us if you can't do it, because if nothing happens, then nothing's happening and people are getting upset and nothing's getting resolved. So we do absolutely need to help those. So what I do, if I get a new customer, a new preferred, I watch. If nothing's happened in 5 days, I'm picking up the phone and I'm calling customer service. I'm asking for a tracking number. So write down that tracking number. They'll give that to you. And then every day I'm watching that tracking number. I go to US Postal Service, USPS.com, and I put that tracking number in. So then I can see. And then I'm going to shoot them a message. I'm going to say, hey, good news. Your package is in Omaha. It should be delivered tomorrow. That type of thing. So that's great customer service. It lets people know that you are on top of it, that it's coming. Even though it's late, we don't have to say so sorry. We can just say it is on its way and it's in Omaha or something like that. So information gives you power. We definitely don't want people going a month and a half and not having product and not having heard that they need help. And definitely there's been times where we've called customer service and they said that the order's been escalated and it still doesn't go out. And so that's just another call. If it hasn't gone out in a couple of days, call again. But absolutely these things are getting many are getting resolved and getting out, but there still is that funky glitch that they just don't know what it is yet, and it goes into la la land. So stay up on it. I do not want a new customer or a new ambassador not to get their product in a timely manner. So I'm going to stay with it. And so I encourage you all to do that as well. And Jen and I are absolutely willing to call. We call every day, just about every day. So if you can't get to it, let us know. And if we can, we will get to it if we haven't called yet that day. So yes. Good customer.
I will say try. Like if y'all are at home, don't just put it on Jen and Kim, because they have a lot going too. So if you are at home, I get I know some of you are teachers and you can't get away. Like I totally understand that. But if you're home, put your phone on hold. We've had dinner through customer service. Just put it on hold and go about your day. My kids know every testimony and can say it word for word, because I'll just put it on hold and walk around. So please, if you can, if it's, please try and call. And again, I know that things happen and that sometimes you just can't, but because if everybody just gives it to them without trying, then they're going to be on the phone all day long and not getting to do anything else. Just be respectful of that as well.
I see people are asking where to find the tracking numbers. We're still not getting tracking numbers on all orders. It's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes there are some, sometimes there's not. So I wouldn't count on the tracking number being there, but you can get the tracking number when you call customer service. So they're still not showing up on the order history as of yet. So no tracking numbers on that. Okay, if there's no more questions on that, I kind of want to switch gears a little bit here from shipping to growing. And so I want to talk to you guys about Febuary. We've been doing a lot of talk about building our growing our 3, getting our 3. And I want to talk to you guys about doing that. We've had a Silver Factory page that we've been working on. And, a few of you are on there. A few of you added some of your new ambassadors. You added some of your ambassadors that aren't quite to silver yet. And the purpose of the Silver Factory was to engage our ambassadors in getting them to silver, getting them their 3 ambassadors in 30 days, and working on them growing their team. And getting to silver and getting 3 ambassadors for some people is either they want to get their products paid for, and so they're searching at growing their team. That's the whole purpose, is they want to get their products paid for. Others want to get to silver because they're anxious to grow a team. So everybody's needs in getting to silver is different. But the purpose for this group is to really engage everybody in how to get to silver. And so I want you guys to, if you've added people to that group, great, but I want you to talk to them before you add them to the Silver Factory group, because we're going to be doing some adjustments on that group. But what we did on that group is, you know, getting somebody to silver is this. When you get a new ambassador, I want you to engage with them right from the very get-go. So you've signed a new ambassador. I want you to get a 3-way call going with them immediately. If you can do it in the first week, that's great. If you can do it in the first 48 hours, that's even better. You could do a 3-way call, or you could do a 3-way Zoom call with them and your upline. But what we want to do is engage with them from the very beginning, from the very get-go, when they've joined your team. And not even if they've joined your team because they want the products at wholesale, I still would like to talk to them. I would still like for you to engage in them, because we need to talk to them about the products, and we need to share with them their opportunity with the products just as much as the opportunity with the business. So engaging with your ambassadors from the get-go is very, very important. And I really want to start doing that. Personally, I want to get better at doing that personally, and I want our team to do that more often also. So,
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, finish what you're saying. I would say I feel like many of y'all may have known, but I started my second leg this January at some point. And guys, some people think when I started my second leg, I knew who my 3 were going to be. I had no idea who my 1 was going to be. The fact that I went silver, when I got my 1, I was like, okay, I got real competitive with myself. I think I went silver the first time in 5 or 6 weeks. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it in 4. I had no idea how I was going to do it, seriously. And I think I did it in like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks this time. And I'm not saying that to pat me on the back. I'm saying that people are still watching me after 3 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I had one girl, and she hasn't even joined yet. That's not one of my 3, that messaged me on Saturday. And she said, I didn't even know she was active on Facebook. I knew I was friends with her on Facebook, but like I've never seen her post. She might, I don't know. And she's never liked a personal post, a Plexus post. She's never commented on anything. She said, I've been wanting to call you. I want to join your Plexus team. And I'm like, okay, random out of the words. But that just shows you that people are watching. But what I wanted to talk about was that of those 3 that have gone silver, 1 lives close. I've done 2 trainings with her so far. She had 2 customers the very first week. A second one does not live close, but she joined last week. We talked on the phone every single day doing some trainings last week. And a third just joined on Sunday, and we already have a lunch plan. One of those I think probably will just be wholesale. She did sign 1 ambassador already that also wants the products at wholesale, but the other 2 are really excited about working it. But the whole key is being there for them and speaking to them and getting them to where they want to go, and kind of get them to be a little bit competitive. Like, it's funny. One of them was like, I need to be the hip bone that connects your second leg to your first leg. And she's like, I need to be that leg for you. And I'm like, yes, you do. Let's go. Let's do it. But just keeping them engaged and giving them little challenges. And so I sat with her on Monday, and I said, these are your challenges. This month, I want you to get 3 ambassadors in your 500. I want you to go silver. And so she's very goal oriented, and she's like, I'm on it. I will do that this month. So, she works with sometimes has to be text, but absolutely communication is key. So I feel like I'm doing it all over again. So I'm having to listen to what I'm saying, because I did not do it this way the first time. And now I have a chance to do it over. So this is, it is how I'm doing it. I really am communicating so much more with my ambassador.
Well, and I think like engaging yourself with your people is so important. And I feel like, we've done this for 2 years, and Kim and I were talking about this the other day. we've done this for 2 years, but we're still learning it every single day. And we're still figuring out that this is really how we should be doing it. And I feel like, here we grew our team, we built this team, but kind of like what you just said, I want to do it this way now. And I know it's the same way, but it's going to be a little more hands-on.
And we've learned so much more. We know how it works.
Yeah, so much more. And, and I think it's because I've grown my passion for this company, of course. And my belief has always been there, but my passion gets stronger and stronger every day. And I know it's because I see the lives that are being changed through this company. And so I want to engage the new people quicker because I know the possibilities. And so being able to talk to them right out of the gate and say, let's get together is so important. So that's what I want all of us doing, is saying, okay, you've joined my team. Let's get together this week. We want to talk. And so,
really encourage them to start sharing.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And getting your 3 people is so easy. Getting to silver in that first 30 days is so easy because it's your mom or your sister or your best friend. It's reaching out to those 3 people in your intimate circle and saying, hey, I'm taking this journey. I really want you to join me. Talking to those first 3 people. And, if you can lead in that way and be open about your hopes for yourself on your own plexus journey, they are going to trust you. They are going to want to join you. And so that's how you can get those 3, and I kind of do, I do that every single month. My goal is to get to silver every single month, to get my 3 every single month. And so what does that look like? That looks like me sharing my passion, my hope, and my journey with people in plexus, and you say, sorry, I had a lady message me this morning, and she is a gal that I met on an airplane coming home from our Plexus convention last year in Arizona. She's cute as a button. She's this cute little blonde, and her fiance is an NFL football player coach. Like, he's like defensive lineman coach for some team in Ohio or whatever. And I knew she was completely networked. I've messaged her a few times off and on from last year to this year. And I looked on my phone, the last time I had messaged her was October, because I just check in with her every once in a while because I know she could rock this business and I want her on my team so bad. And so I posted the Rachel Rogers testimony this morning on my page, and it's all health and wellness. I know you guys probably saw that post. She messaged me in seconds, and it was like, hey, I want to do this. Send me more information. I know we've talked before, but I want to know more. And I'm like, yes. So maybe you've still got people watching you. Maybe there's somebody in the back of your mind that could rock this business. Don't cross them off your list. Do not cross them off your list. And because you don't know what they're thinking, and you don't know what post or what comment is going to resonate with them. So I know that something resonated with her. It had to have been that post this morning that she saw about this cute little blonde and health and wellness or something. But just continue to post and continue to share with people daily.
And don't get discouraged. People are going to say no. I use this example. My very best friend in the whole wide world. Next month is my 3-year anniversary. She just ordered last month. I have given her samples a million times. If she said, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah, well, I believe you. And she finally did it. She finally did. There was even a time where she said, I have all these friends that are interested. Y'all, I sent her 10 sample packs, and I was like, did you go to your friends? Well, we just kind of used them here. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyway, she finally ordered. But you have to be patient. And I also want to say this, and I'm not saying we're going to preface with this. We do not want this to happen, and we do not encourage this. We all go through months that we have bad months. I went through a spell for about 8 or 9 months at one point that I did not get a new customer or a new ambassador. I was doing the exact same thing that I did every single day. I was talking to people. I was doing everything. Y'all, I was a diamond. And I'm like, well, I'm telling y'all to do these things, and it's not working for me right now. But I never gave up. I didn't let it get me down. I didn't get discouraged. And you know what? Every month since it came back on, I've signed somebody. I've gotten new customers. My PV has been higher. My PV, like in the past couple months, has probably been close to what it was at the very beginning of when I first started. We all go through roller coasters. We all go through ups and downs. Those are the times we remember our whys, we remember our passion, and we lean on the belief of others, because it happens to all of us. And I'm not hoping or wishing or saying it's okay that happens, but it does happen. And so I know, people, when I first started, didn't respond to my first 2 or 3 posts. I could have given up real easily. But wow, what if I would have given up? I'm telling you, whatever stage of the game you're in, push forward. Don't give up, because if you give up, you're missing something great. Yeah. You're missing an amazing, amazing thing. Don't let days get you down. If you have a bad month, you know what? I was traveling a lot in those months. I had to look back and see, what was I doing? Yes, I was posting. Yes, I was sharing. Yes, I was talking to people. It's when I moved and I was in a new place and I was traveling a lot. And so you look back and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's why. Whatever reason it was, I could have quit then and I would have never gone up. I still grow. My team still grows every month. I focus on helping, training other people too, and getting that. We're growing, crazy amounts of growth are happening. And so if you're new and you're discouraged, don't quit, because if you quit, you're missing out on something really big. You're missing out on something really fun. You're missing out on a life-changing opportunity. If you need a pep talk, message one of us. We'll give you a pep talk. We'll help you figure out what to do next, okay? Because I don't want you to quit. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to be discouraged. We have something amazing at our fingertips. Nebraska has done amazing things. I look back from our first call, like Jenny and Kathleen saying, that Beth Anderson girl, she just got a Lexus. We laugh about it because that's what Kathleen told Jen. And that's when Jen started. And the start of that, to me and Kathleen coming to Nebraska that first summer, where most of y'all may not know, I almost passed out at that first meeting because I'd never done a meeting, so I literally blacked out at the meeting. And to see what it is now, y'all are amazing. And those leaders, I'm telling you right now, y'all have some great leadership. And they do things for y'all that not everybody does. So do not give up. Do not get discouraged. Keep moving forward, honestly, because your team is rocking it like crazy. And so everybody has a down month. It's the dip in the roller coaster, right? That's the scary thing. When you're on a roller coaster and your dip, your stomach drops, right? That's a scary thing. But then you go back up, and that's excitement. You're getting excited again, right? And then there might be a little dip. It's all part of the game. It's all part of it. But you push forward to get to the end. You push forward and you just keep going. So
yeah, that makes I'd like to jump in here and just say, in summary, because I know time is slipping by. But okay, so today we talked about not giving up, continuing to reach out to those people. Like Jen has one that was on her list for months and months and months, and sometimes we don't do our follow-up. Sometimes we don't reach out. So do your follow-up. I know I've had several ask, what does follow-up look like? And I posted a few things on Team Watson, but I say Google. All I did was Google Plexus follow-up. And lots of videos are there, lots and lots of great ideas. But follow-up can be nothing but how you doing, was thinking about you today. That's a follow-up. Next one could be sending a video or sending a testimonial or something like that. And just keep in touch with them monthly. Just send them a short little thing. Do test out that microphone one. I'm going to do that. Timmy Yancey says that's all she does, and it is so powerful. So I say use that and give that a try. I always say try some different things. That's the wonderful thing. Test something out, test some different messages out, and see which ones were effective and which ones weren't. Throw out the ones that weren't. Use the ones that are effective and keep moving on. In February, we are talking about the power of 3, and I know so many of us have so many things to do. I see mamas on here with their babies. I love that. And I see people who are teachers and people who are working still and doing life is just in the way, but yet Plexus is here too. So we've talked about a lot of things, and it can get overwhelming, and you're like, it seems massive. So micro it down into things that you can do. And so what I'm telling some of my people is, let's focus. Those ones that are so busy, let's focus on 3 team members this month. Focus on 3 people who want the business, who are ready to dip their waters into the business. Focus on those 3 and help them get 3. Along with you getting 3. If you do that, that's 4 new team members on your team this month. So, and that's manageable. 3 people, focusing on 3 people is manageable for all of us. It really is. And then don't leave your team behind. Definitely keep posting and encouraging and talking with them, but focus on 3. Let's give that a try. That's another one of those trial and errors, and get 3 going. And then next month, do the same. Focus on a new 3. You've just trained those 3 to focus on their next 3. So that's the power of 3, and that's what we want to communicate and encourage you all to do.
I have another thing that I wanted to, and I should have said this earlier. When we were in Scottsdale, I'm sure some of y'all saw the videos that I did of different diamonds giving tips. And one of the biggest tips that I learned from, that I am still working on doing this, like I said, I'm working on time management, first of all. But Jarrett Abart, he and his wife, Kristen, are both diamond ambassadors. And they are really neat people. And they have a lot of diamonds on their team. They have a diamond from Canada. They have a diamond from Alaska. And I thought that they had known these people. Jarrett, before Plexus and still is, was very big in videography. Like, he's even won some Emmys, I believe. So huge. And I just assumed they knew people from all over and had all these people. I mean, they have a lot of diamonds on their team. They have a lot of husband and wife diamonds on their team. And so I was sitting there visiting with him. He was about to make this video for me, and he was sitting with 3 guys, one from Canada, one from Alaska, and I can't remember where the other one was from. Y'all, they didn't know each other except for they met through Facebook groups. Mm-hmm. And he said to me, he said, you need to reach out and start looking for groups of interest that you have. What do you do in life? Do you like crafts? Do you like cooking? Do you have kids with some kind of special need? Do you have, do you like healthy food? Do you, a lot of y'all farm? There's pages for all these things, right? And so go and find these groups and add to them, but don't just add to them, start commenting on the post on there. And then people in turn will start friending you, and then they'll start seeing your Plexus posts. And that is how they've gotten several of their diamonds, which is amazing to me. Like, wow. I'm like, you didn't know them before? And they're like, oh no, we just knew each other from Facebook groups. And so that's a way to widen your network when is to get on that. So I did what, I'm sorry, that was totally random off this going 3, but I didn't want to leave today without
saying. That's good. And
that's a huge thing that you don't even think about, but make sure and comment on them so people will know who you are and like you and friend you.
To kind of piggyback on that, I was talking to Kim the other day about, when you feel like you've exhausted your personal network, maybe in your town, kind of look at what you're involved in. I have gals on my team that maybe live in towns that if they do stay home and work, or maybe they're thinking, gosh, I don't know a whole lot of people on my list anymore. I don't know who else to contact. Somebody screen shared. What the heck?
There you go.
That was fun. Okay, so anyway, if I don't know, maybe some of you are involved in your community, and maybe you're involved in the Chamber of Commerce, or you're involved in nonprofits. You volunteer your time for Hope Harbor or different organizations like that. Volunteering yourself for different organizations opens yourself to a new network of people also. And that's a new way to meet new people. Joining groups, things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it kind of gives you a new avenue of new people to meet. And so I told a gal the other day, go and join nonprofit. You know, they meet once a month. You can volunteer your time, which is going to help people and share. You're going to be able to share your talents with people, but you're going to meet new people that maybe you could share Plexus with also. You know, does that make sense?
Yes, and always wear your Plexus shirt.
Always wear your Plexus shirt.
No, I have somebody about to be a new customer because she was the receptionist at the urgent care when I took Luke to get his foot, arm, whatever he hurt the other day checked out. Just because I had a Plexus shirt on, she's like, "What is that? I've heard about that." And so I sent her some information, and she's about to sign up as a customer, and hopefully she will one day be an ambassador. Wear your Plexus stuff. Another story I have to say: if you wear your Plexus stuff, follow up with them. I was at one of the stores here one day, and a girlfriend of mine works at the Estee Lauder counter, so I seen there talking, and I had a Plexus shirt on. Their girl goes, "Oh my gosh, Plexus!" So a couple weeks ago, my friend texted me and said, "Hey, my friend wants to join your team." And I was like, "Okay, we'll just have her call me," because I was somewhere. Well, she sent me her number, and I didn't call her. And so the other day I was at the store. This has been within 2 weeks' time, maybe a week and a half. And so my friend calls her and says, "Hey, come talk to Beth." And she goes, "Oh, I already signed up with another ambassador."
Oh,
so,
no.
Lesson learned. As soon as they want that info from you, if you're wearing your Plexus shirt, send them to them that day, because they'll go somewhere else if they really want it.
They will.
So,
Good
happens to all of us. I'm just saying.
That's a bummer.
Being honest.
Another point real quick I wanted to talk to you about, and I know it's about 11:30 almost. I have nowhere to go. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not in a hurry to get off here. Getting an accountability partner to work your business with is huge. And I know some of you, everybody lives all over the place. You know, having somebody to share your business with and your passion for Plexus with is huge and will help you grow your business. And they don't necessarily have to be on your team. I know Beth and Cheyenne Weevil work their business together. They are accountability partners. They are good friends, and they are not on the same Plexus team, but they work together with their Plexus business. And so I know a few of you are really searching for somebody that you can share your passion with Plexus with. Kind of search through the team, search through somebody that maybe you would love to work your business with, because bouncing ideas off of people and being able to call somebody every day and talk to them about your business, or maybe your frustrations about Plexus or frustrations about your team or whatever, it's nice having somebody to bounce things off with. So search for an accountability partner, somebody you can talk to on a daily basis, because talking to somebody daily about Plexus continues to build your passion for your business and continues to build your knowledge of the business if you talk about it daily. If you go days without talking to anybody about Plexus, that's not good. It's just not. So find an accountability partner. Find somebody you can share your goals with, share your why with, that can help you in those days when you're totally bummed out and you're mad about something, and they can say, "Hey, shake out of it. You know, that you're going to be fine. This is what we're going to do." You know, so if you haven't found one of those, I want you to find one of those. I think that's important. Beth,
just find somebody you like. Like Cheyenne and I literally happened to sit next to each other at our very first convention. And I know the moment we sat next to each other that we were going to be friends. And so just find somebody that you can do life with. Scott and Kevin have become friends. Our families have become friends. You know, just find somebody that you can do that life with, that you want to be friends with. I mean, I can see in some of y'all who y'all should be accountability partners with, because I have gotten to know some of y'all and I know what phase of life you're in. And so find somebody that's in that phase of life with you, that you understand, that they understand. If it's two of you that have brand new babies, and y'all can figure it out together, because y'all are in that phase of life and y'all are going through the exact same things, you know, on a day-to-day basis. But find somebody that you want to have fun with and that you want to, you know, do life with, and talk to that person all the time. But yeah, I recommend going outside. I mean, she's right. Cheyenne and I am not on the same team. We're both level 1s under Celeste. And anyways, so yes.
Yeah, I just love that. And it just helps you to continue to grow your knowledge and your passion for Plexus. You know, it's just important. It really is.
I'll add to that. Find someone who's at the same pace as you, definitely, or a little bit ahead of you. Find someone who has the same goals and dreams as you as well.
Yeah, it helps you to push each other forward. I can tell you right now, if I didn't have Kim there with me, we push each other daily. I think Kim and I talk every single day, and sometimes we're with each other, and other days we're giggling and laughing, and some days we don't even make sense. I have no idea, but we giggle with each other, but we push each other, and you need somebody that is on the same pace with you, that wants the same things as you, that wants to grow like you want to grow. It's so important. I urge you guys to do that. Does anybody else want to hop on here and say anything about anything? Anybody?
I want to say something else. I want to say who's going to convention. Raise your hand. Yay! Look at that. Is that like across the board? Everybody that I can see is going to convention? That's awesome.
I know. Okay. We're going to have fun. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be so fun. Carol, my husband's going too. He went for a little bit last time, and he's going this year. He'll have to work a little bit in the hotel room, but he's going to be there. And we're hoping he's walking across the stage this year. Hopefully we'll know this month. So anyways, but he's super close to Emerald, so we're super excited about that. He ended I think he needed 70 more points last month, so we're hoping it's this month or next month. But anyways, convention is amazing. I know many of y'all went last year. So much fun. We learned so much. Rita, if y'all want to leave the retreat, Rita's going to be back. How awesome is she? Oh my gosh. We laughed, we cried, we learned so much from Rita. So, and there'll be others. I really can't wait. I haven't heard much more about, the details, but I can't wait. And, convention contest is going on right now. So push towards those. Set a goal of what you want. My goal is to be back at the Black Tie Gala. I got to go last year, and it was absolutely amazing. And so I can't imagine what it's going to be like in Vegas. Who knows who they'll have. But yeah, so get there, start earning those convention credits. And if you have questions about the convention credits, ask, any one of us.
It is exciting. And somebody asked, do I really need to be there for the opening night? And I was like, yes. The opening day of convention is so powerful. It gets you pumped up. It gets you fired up. So every single day, the convention is jam-packed full of learning, knowledge, excitement. You will go from sun up to sundown, and it's just constant plexus.
They're supposed to. Somebody just asked about the credits. Vincent has said his goal was to try to get them going today. Not Vincent. I'm sorry, Chris Pike but Chris Pike has been taking on this whole role of helping us do so many different things throughout this back office. So he really is hoping to do that by today. So hope so. I will tell you that I know there was a lot of confusion on because this year it says it's Sunday through Thursday. The only thing that will happen on Sunday is the Black Tie Gala. So if you have not earned the Black Tie Gala, you do not have to be there on Sunday, but do be there for opening ceremonies on Monday afternoon. And Thursday is a travel day unless you're Diamond, and there's a Diamond meeting, and then you go home. So so really, it's if you're there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night will be some kind of, last year it was the big 80s party, which was so much fun, over the top. So who knows what theme it'll be this year. I mean, they could redo that one, and it would be amazing. But so that's a lot of fun. But a lot of people, if they do need to get home, fly out, even after that party or whatever. So Vegas, start saving, if you haven't decided, if you're thinking you can't, start saving $20 a week and get there, pile up in a room. I promise it's so worth it. Do whatever it takes. So y'all represented huge last year. I know this year y'all are going to have so many more. So
yeah, I think so. I think there was 18 of us last year, and I bet there's going to be 50 of us this year.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I'm excited about it. Does anybody else have anything to say, or have any questions, or just want to chime in about anything? Carol?
I just want to thank you guys. You've been wonderful. Paul is making an amazing recovery. And for some reason, we've become the cliched older couple. And I did try to type it in there that what's helped us a lot is being able to talk to other people that want to know about Plexus for their customers. It's not building my business, but it's helped us remember the one Plexus business. So thank you, thank you. I'm trying to get him off his walker so he can walk around there. But if he's on his walker, he's on his walker.
Yeah, it's awesome to see him doing so good, Carol. And I think he has the best nurse ever. I think you take such good care of him, so that's why he's doing so well so fast.
Nurse Bossy.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Anybody else? Angie, I keep looking at you going, who is that? Because
I know, right?
stocking cap on. Were you out shoveling snow?
We have been out shoveling snow, and I came in, I said, I'm going to come in and do the call, and I got my chili going, and I'm going to head back out. So I was not going to take my hat off or
But
my
do you
3
have
layers.
cinnamon rolls going? That is the question of the day. Do you have
You know what? I am not, I can make chili, but I have never made cinnamon rolls. I'm not a very good cook. I can do
I'll tell
chili.
you what, because of all y'all's posts, made some chili last night. I was like, I really did. Yeah, and it wasn't even, like, I have to be super cold to eat soup, and when I made it, it was like 69 degrees outside, and luckily, while Luke was at baseball practice, some kind of cold front came through, so by the time we got home, it was really cold outside, and we even made a fire, and so just acting. But the funny thing about Dallas and Nebraska, you're talking about shoveling snow, we just leave it. Just let it stay there.
Well, no, wait. My question is, Beth, my question is, you said a cold front came through. It's -1 here. What's your cold front?
Well, next month I'm making a new stop somewhere I've never been. I'm going to South Dakota and Iowa. Yes, and so they got the same storm that y'all got, and she sent me pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh. But the funny thing, when we were at Scottsdale, she called me and we were talking about something, and she goes, you're just warm there. And I said, yeah. I said, but when I left Dallas, it was like in the upper 20s. And she goes, it's -20 here. And I was like, oh, maybe you could not make it be that cold when I'm there. Like, that's awful sounding. -20. So anyways, I'm hoping for the heater to come on before March, the first week of March. If any of y'all want to take your road trip, I'll give you the information. I know that's a little ways away, but I know last time
where will you be?
Did I tell you where?
Sioux Falls. I think it's only 4 hours from
It's only like 5 hours from me.
Yeah,
and we're doing the meeting on a Sunday, so I would love to see y'all. If anybody wants to carpool and come see me,
maybe put the dates on the Cheers to Pink team page.
I will.
If anybody wants a road trip, I would go to Sioux Falls if I'm free during that time. So I don't know what the dates are, but we could check it out and see. That would be kind of fun.
I can tell you the date right now. It's going to be on, look at my calendar. The meeting will be on March the 6th, that Sunday.
Okay.
Flying in on Saturday and leaving Monday. Yes. I should have thought about it and made it a longer trip and done that and then just flown to Grand Island. But
you should have. Why don't you switch it? Why don't you change your plane ticket?
Traveling the whole week before, and so that's a long time to
do it is.
Yeah.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
I think she said March 6th.
March 6th.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you know anybody in the area, as soon as I get the graphic, I don't know if they have the place picked out yet or not, then I'll share the graphic to you. I'll send people.
Okay.
But I would love to see my people.
That would be kind of fun. Yeah. I have friends in Sioux Falls that haven't joined my Plexus team yet, so we could go bug them.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to say? I love seeing all of you guys on here. Kristen.
I think Kristen has a question.
Hi, Kristen.
Hey, I just wondered if everybody had looked in their email and seen that you can go online now and download your 1099.
Yes.
I had trouble downloading it last night. It was a little glitchy for a while, but I went on our PC and I was able to get it that way. I still have some friends who haven't been able to do it. I don't know if it's just a connection.
It's overloaded. I think it's overloaded. Everyone's been trying.
My husband was really, really happy to have that in his hands and not have to wait for it in the mail. So I just didn't know if everybody else knew that.
And if I read the email right, we'll be getting 2 in the mail. Just so you know, the first one was zeroed out for some reason. Whoever the accountant is, I don't know anything about it. But if you read the email from it last night, you could be getting two. So if the first one's zeroed, the second one will be right. But the one downloaded is correct. But yeah, no, there were a lot of people having troubles, and I think it was just everybody was on there trying to see, to get it. It's kind of fun to see what you made from Plexus last year, right?
Yeah, I would like to copy that off and post it to my page to let people realize the possibility here.
Exactly.
Because every time I talk to people and tell them what's possible, they just look at me like I'm talking about a different language. They don't, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They don't get it. I think I think Veronica was sharing with somebody my income, and she was sharing with them what I had been doing with Plexus, and he didn't believe her. He said, I want to see proof. If she can make that, everyone would be doing this. He was a huge skeptic, and I was like, oh man, I just want to show him so bad, because it's so real. It's so real. Oh my goodness. Beth was talking about when Kathleen signed me up for Plexus, and we were on the phone with her coming home from
Did
Dallas.
you not say that? Was that not the conversation?
That is the conversation, and I just wanted to cry when you were saying that, because I remember driving home from Dallas in our car, and I got on my phone and I was researching Plexus, and I called Kathleen up and I said, just sign me up. And she said, really? And I said, yeah, just sign me up. I think I want to try this. She goes, I don't know how to do that. Let me call Beth. And I said, okay. So she called Beth on the phone, and Beth had just gotten her white Lexus. She had just turned emerald. That was in November of 2013. And we were making fun of her for getting her Plexus Lexus. And so Kathleen signed me up on the ride home from Dallas to Nebraska. And that's how my Plexus journey began. And, when I signed up for this, honest to goodness, you guys, I thought if I could make $300 or $400 extra a month to support my family, that would be perfect. That would be awesome. And that would just do what it needs to do for our family. That's all I wanted, was $300 or $400 extra a month. I didn't have this grand vision. I didn't know this business was going to totally take off. I didn't know what multi-level marketing was. I didn't know what direct sales was. I knew nothing. And so I completely went in just blind. And I know God had a totally different plan for me. And I know he was behind that 100%, because it's been a blessing since day one. And so just remember that, you guys, whether you've been doing this for 2 months, 6 months, a year, however long you've been doing it, just stay there and just keep going, doing what you're doing, because the blessings are coming. I promise you, the blessings are coming. It's so exciting. And the true blessings come from watching other people's lives being changed during your journey. And everybody, I talked about this at training, everybody's journey is, my daughter's getting ice right now, Tori. Everybody's journey is so different. So let's just really try not to compare journeys with everybody else's. It's tough to get on Facebook, and it's tough to see that so-and-so is ranking up, and so-and-so just hit this rank, and so-and-so hit this rank. Oh my gosh, that's hard to see sometimes. And so just remember that your journey is your own, and how you get there is going to be your own journey. And you're going to remember it from the get-go. And maybe it took me 1.5 years to get to Emerald, but it was the sweetest 1.5 years ever. And I'm going to cherish every second I have right now of being Emerald. I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest, because I'm so blessed to where I'm at. So just remember that. Be blessed where you're at. If you're a silver, oh my goodness, be blessed that you're a silver, and just keep reaching for the top. But just know you are blessed, and you will be blessed, because you're being a blessing to others. I believe that so much from the bottom of my heart. I believe that.
I had that conversation with Rachel just this week. I said, you know what? Because you are blessing people, God is going to bless you. And I truly believe that. And because when you work your business in a way of integrity and to help people, that God will bless you.
Yeah.
And so be patient. It's his timing. It's not our timing.
It is his timing. Yeah.
And again, don't compare your journey to anybody else's. Don't. Because your journey is so different than somebody else's. And you may be in a totally different phase of life than somebody else. Or you may have different things going on. Don't compare your journey. Keep doing what you're doing. Set goals. Write those goals down and figure out what to do every day to hit those goals. And you will be blessed. I guarantee.
And on the goals, setting goals is so important. Setting short-term goals, long-term goals. If you don't hit those goals, if you've set a goal to rank up to a certain rank for this, hey, team, Sam, zip it. Okay, if you've set goals for yourself to rank up this month and it didn't happen, refocus and reset those goals. I know it's so discouraging when you've set goals and you didn't get to where you wanted to be. That's hard, and it's disheartening to yourself. And so I want you to refocus, reset your goals, and just stay forward. Put your blinders on and just keep going, because it's worth it. And when you reset those goals and you refocus, your mindset is going to be completely different. So just remember, your mindset is huge. Your attitude is huge. So keep a positive attitude and keep a positive mindset. It's important for your team also.
And compete with yourself.
Yeah.
Get competitive with yourself. Outdo yourself from last month. What did you do last month? Try to beat that every month. Every single month, try to beat what you did last month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I have to do. I have to set, that's why this whole new thing is like a competition for me with myself, not with anybody else, but with myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Completely. Oh my gosh. My family's getting loud. Sorry, you guys. You know what they're doing? Have you seen the snow challenge that people are going and getting in the snow with their swimsuits on? That's what my girls are doing right now. So sorry about that. Okay. I'm so sorry. You guys want to see Maddie?
Oh, but you know what, Jen, you need to go and watch, and you need to enjoy, because pretty soon you're going to have an empty house like I do.
Yeah. Angie,
So
why
you need to go and enjoy that.
I'll send my girls to your house.
I would love it.
I'm just kidding. Okay, if nobody has any more they want to say, or anything, probably just wrap it up. But I love all of you guys, and you guys are amazing. And let's continue to grow together, and let's continue to build each other up, because that's what I want to focus on this month, is just really growing together and building each other up as a team. So if nobody has anything else, then we will hang it.
Can I say something real quick, Jen?
Yes. Hi. Yeah.
I want to hold your baby right now.
Well, if you come to Nebraska, I will bring him to the meeting, Beth.
Okay.
I am excited. I haven't told my boss yet, but my husband told me I don't have to go back to work.
Yay!
So I haven't done social stuff yet, but I am just thrilled about that. So I'm trying to work even harder.
So awesome. Oh my gosh, like for real, you should see my art here.
We want to cry. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Rebecca.
Thanks.
Oh,
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, another plexus blessing right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jocelyn's crying. Oh, love it. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
I'm like all over emotional right now because just got back from vacation, and then it's all that hormone stuff. So I am like so proud of you, Becca, and I'm like bawling. I'm just been praying for that for you. So
Oh, thanks, Jocelyn. You're a great sponsor. You are.
Oh,
Awesome.
that is so exciting, you guys. Oh, congratulations, Rebecca.
Thanks. Now I just have to tell my boss.
That's the hard part. But we're so happy for you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
happy for you. Wow, that's awesome.
Amen.
Yes, we all need tissues.
You can't get through a plexus meeting without crying, right?
Yeah, right? Oh,
Always. Always. All right, well, I have to go do a training, but y'all enjoy your cinnamon rolls and chili, or not, whatever. I'm telling you, it makes me laugh because that really is the one thing that I cannot eat since Plexus is cinnamon rolls. Like, the smell makes me like cringe. But Jake, when we moved to this house, Jake goes through these kicks. He's my 9-year-old. And he had watched YouTube on how to make homemade cinnamon rolls. I had never made homemade cinnamon rolls. And so we made them one of the first things we did in this house. And he was like, we need bread flour. And I'm like, okay, we have, no, Mom, we need bread flour. And I'm like, they make 2 kinds of flour. At this point, he is probably 7, maybe 8. And I was like, okay, I'll go buy you some bread flour. And then he's like, we need dental floss. And I'm like, why do you need dental floss for cinnamon rolls? He's like, to cut it. And I'm like, oh my word. He's way better than I am. So y'all go eat your cinnamon rolls and chili. Think of me, silly me.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.